Yes, hi. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, London. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, America. Good morning, Europe. Good morning, Asia. Good morning, Scandinavia. Good morning from wherever you're watching this stream on the surface of the planet. I salute all of you. I bring good tidings to each and every one of you. Thank you all for everything, for keeping up, for wrapping yourself up and then protecting yourselves from COVID-19. You are welcome to my show. Let me just quickly set up myself for the meantime. Yes, I can spot Pastor Ifeadi Omotoyosi there. Yes, it is April Fool today. You won't believe it. And people are not celebrating April Fool, the very first day of that month that signaled the beginning of spring, basically. Yes, you are all welcome to my show. I can spot Pastor Omotoyosi. I'm sure a handful of others too will join us in due course. Let me just quickly set up myself here. Yeah, I'll set up myself. Yes, good morning, Gloria Anthony. Yes, Elizabeth Lilja as well is in the house. I can spot all of you. Yes, I'm not getting that, but I should be able to give you that information. Even if that is true, they're probably going to hide it, but I'll be going onto my platform and I should be able to tell you if that is correct, but he's not going to survive. I told you people, Abakari is going to die. All of them. I told you, Lord. I cannot confirm that. Oh, Gloria Anthony, is your birthday today? Wow, happy birthday. You are an April woman. Wow, 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 wow. You must be hot. Your husband, if he cannot catch up with you, is in trouble. Hot April children. Oof. Ah, God, help them. Yes, I'll be tilting the camera as usual back that way because I've got a lot of stuff to show you, just like we always do. Now, last night I was live. Everyone in the platform, please wish Gloria Anthony a happy birthday. It's Gloria Anthony's birthday today, and she's been one of my avid listeners who tune in to watch this live stream. See, I was listening to someone, Professor Chris O. Imafidon. Most of you outside the UK, you've probably not heard about that name, but Professor Chris Imafidon apparently happens to be one of the most finest and the most brainiest, intelligent Nigerian in the UK. Believe me, Professor Chris Imafidon. Now, Professor Imafidon's family broke the educational barrier here in the United Kingdom when 4 of his children broke every barrier in educational results, and they all went to Cambridge, Oxford and Cambridge. Now, that threw a lot of people to begin to ask questions how Professor Imafidon coached all those 4 children. Now he's more like a consultant to the British government, and you now see Professor Chris Imafidon, a brilliant chap, brilliant. My hat's off to him. See, your Bolekaja journalist in Nigeria then came up to discredit the same person that is doing a good job, not only for the British community here, but to each and everybody. White, pink, red. Congratulations. My hat's off to Professor Imafidon. He normally tunes in at times as well to watch what's been going on, and he confirmed that the mainstream media all over the whole world will not give you the quality of information you get from the social media, especially at this particular hot period that the whole world is on lockdown. He said social media is where you get the right information, and for you to be here, that means you are in search of the same truth that mainstream will never deliver. Thank you all. Gloria Anthony, once again, happy birthday. Welcome to my show. I'm still waiting for the likes of Lola Olasukomi, Lizzie Azu, Gottlieb Denizat. I know Elizabeth Lilja is in the house. Yeah, I'm still waiting for those guys as well, because these are my regulars. Today is the 1st of April, 2020, the twin year. Pastor Adio General, good morning. The time in London is exactly 11:48 GMT, Greenwich Meridian Time. We are officially in summer, so we are at the same level clockwise with Nigeria right now. Thank you all. I'll be picking your comments. Just keep dropping them. The ones that we will treat them. I'm going to tilt the camera around. But before I do that, a lot of people perhaps are not aware that I have been at the struggle and the forefront of liberating Nigeria out of this expensive shit. And now, in the twin year, this twin year, 2020, your ruthless politicians, the vagabonds, the hyenas who exposed you to a terrible situation that I have been preaching to you all, right all the way from 1999. All of you are now having to bite your hands. Hashtag COVID-19 exposes Nigeria. Hashtag the expensive shit that will finally destroy Nigeria. Perhaps COVID-19 is God sent, and COVID-19 is that virus that will tear and break apart that nation that you, Lord, thought you held so close to your heart. You guys did not know the spiritual implication. Yeah, I can spot Lola Olasukomi. Lola Olasukomi is in the house. Yes, you're welcome. I said I haven't seen you, so I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty of it. I'm still waiting for Lizzie Azu as well before we begin to dig deep into COVID-19 exposes Nigeria, the expensive shit that will crash that ruthless, hopeless nation. Good morning, Lola Olasukomi. See, and one stupid idiot, I've blocked him. I'm not going to mention his name because I just don't want to give him that high profile. Had the audacity to post nonsense on my wall. Post rubbish on my wall. I replied him. If it was Bola Ahmed Tinubu that sent him, because I know he's a messenger of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I know they watch everything. Maybe they won't, some of them will not tune in, but will watch it afterwards. A handful of them tuned in yesterday, last night, but I wasn't prepared to mention their names. because they're high profile. I know them. Olajaremu Usholade Alakufo, Salam Alaikum. See, guys, you never saw 2020 as the year that will break up Nigeria, did you? See, many don't know the spiritual repercussion or implication of why I destroyed openly the Nigerian passport they issued me. It caused a lot of fracas, even within my own family. Because my siblings, there was a meeting, there was a family meeting, yeah, which caused fracas to tell me I was putting even their own lives at risk for destroying openly and in the public on social media my Nigerian passport in flame. That destruction was a spiritual destruction that they don't know. I destroyed Nigeria on fire. I never told them. That was the spiritual implication. That was Nigeria that went up in flame. Nobody's ever done that in the history of anywhere. Nobody. Alhaji Aremu Usholade Alakufo said he was angry with me the first place. Very, very angry. And now, can you see reasons why I was angry? It was Nigeria that went up in flame, that you lot didn't know, that I put in flame spiritually. Listen, COVID-19 is now exposing your nation, and I'm going to prove that again to you. Because COVID-19 is now exposing your dirty linen in public. It is now an expensive shit. COVID-19 is expensive shit on Nigeria. How? 1999 was the very first time you had a taste of democratic activity back, to which you had continuous, uninterrupted democratic activities, to which Nigerians can decide their own fate in the ballot through what? Their thumb, their finger. Your thumb is your destiny. Right all the way from that moment that I knew they were preparing the country back to a democratic activity, I knew it would be a long-lasting one, because then and again, I know the efficacy of a democratic activity, and since I had a taste of the same democratic activity in the Second Republic. Look, I'm not going to hide my feelings. I'm an Aoist. I was a UPN guy. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm a Yoruba man. I'm a very proud Yoruba man. If you look into the fabrics of the Yoruba, Awolowo was a conservative when he was alive, because all Awolowo fought, stood for, and died for was everything Yoruba. Yes, he accommodated others, but I'm going to show you 1999. 1999, guys. Sorry, my tablet was just going to roll down. 1999, right up to 2019, 20 years of another misery. Within that 20 years, your rogue, your vagabonds that plunged you into that mess that you were unable to see, that I saw at the time, right all the way from that 1999. You were unable to see that. 20 years was enough for you to build institutions, infrastructures, everything that is viable, everything that will work. In 1999, you're still struggling to even supply electricity to your own people. And you think that is a nation. When countries like Ghana, they've already overtaken your country. Nigeria was a hot investment destination. When you cannot supply electricity that is the bane of any economy. You had your first chance in 1999. In 2003, you had the opportunity to correct it, to remove that person that did not perform in 4 years. They came, bribed you, give you money. The whole of the Southwest, Bolaige was alive then. 1999, Obasanjo was not able to even win election in his own yard, talk less of his own constituency in Abeokuta. Action Congress cleared everything under those remaining Awoists in the Southwest. Baba Abraham Adesoya, Bolaige, they cleared everything. Eborao was unable to trample on those. The likes of the rogues of your Jaga Bandit seized that same opportunity. But nobody saw the fact that they were not necessarily Awoist, but they marooned themselves as descendants of Awolowo's legacy. Awolowo died peacefully in the struggle of the Yoruba race. Not many people know. You had opportunity in 2003 to correct it. You did not. Another opportunity came in 2007. You did not. Another one came in 2011. You did not. Another one came in 2015. You did not. 2019. You did not. Last year. The destruction of my passport at the time set Nigeria on flame, and Nigeria will never recover from that. You don't toy with certain people. You don't. See, some of you will remember, many of my shows, especially in the daytime. I always start with prayers. I've not done that today for reasons. But the very first prayer that I offered It was not just an ordinary prayer. It was not just an ordinary prayer, because that was a very short but extremely powerful prayers, because I invoked some sacred names that was on air. And at the end of the prayer, we thank those spirits to send them back. You don't toy with some people, because some people are just simply anointed. They don't need any man to anoint them. God had already anointed such people. And those are the type of people the Yorubas will call Akondaida. Those are the type you find in the Bible, such as Job. I told you, after that invocation and that broadcast, I went into a seer's mode. I don't know, probably because they wanted to send me, maybe because of that revelation. Look, I was reading a book I bought sometime before the lockdown. And as I was reading that book, I was off and I found myself somewhere in a different realm. Look, it was just 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And I was up. It was the bad time of the day. And that was when I took that serious. And as I woke up, I quickly penned down all those information straight to page. I've still got everything in here, the way it was revealed to me. And I came and I shared it almost instantly with you. Perhaps the invocation and those sacred names that I invoke deliberately took me to their realm to reveal those information. And that information was churches. Churches will be destroyed in 2020. I'm still repeating it, because somebody called me, anonymous called me from India. Perhaps the Indian man. I've never had any connections. Indian man again called me to tell me that he watched my podcast and to say they were correct. Churches will be destroyed in 2020. Many prophets, God had already sent down many prophets to the world, and many of them are currently around in many parts of the world. Their instructions is to preach the word of God. Word to the people. 2020 is equally, like I was told, the year of preparation. Prepare yourselves, because it is the year of preparation, and a lot of upheaval is going to happen around the whole world. Many prophecies concerning end times will begin to unfold in your eyes. I was told for me to come up and then get that means that realm I managed to tap myself into, the dimension, is quite sacred. 2020 is the year the body of Christ, Lord Jesus, Emmanuel, will prepare each and every one for 2021. And from 2021, I don't know whether that is when the rapture will take place, or from then on. Who knows? nations. Africa, there will be a big shake-up over African nations. A big shake-up over many African nations. Heads of government will be removed. Will they start from Nigeria? The removal of heads of government, will that start from Nigeria? And could COVID-19 be the signal that will ignite the removal of many heads of government? China will rise, and that is where I'm afraid, I'm scared. And that is where I will begin to beg God for China not to rise over America, because America will be shaken. Maybe God wants to use this lesson, maybe very briefly, to teach America a lesson. Like I said, negative and negative is forbidden in God's eyes. America and the European Union, they've encouraged negative and negative and positive and positive. It should be negative and positive, if you know exactly what I mean. That is where the Lord is angry. God is angry with Europe and America. They've done everything, they've satisfied everything humanly to satisfy their citizens, their people. They've satisfied the universal law, the law of give and take, because nobody goes hungry. They take care of their people, but God is angry with Europe and America because of their negative and negative and positive and positive. I will deliver my own message. If nobody wants to talk about, look, I don't have anything against LGBT or whatever they call them. I don't have anything against that. But me, as an individual, God created me to like the opposite sex, and I love them. And they are very beautiful. They are the salt of the world. We cannot eat them, but we need them in our lives. So how can you put pencil and pencil together? It is pencil and sharpener. It is the sharpener, the woman, that will sharpen the pencil. Europe and America then begin to put pencil and pencil together. Europe then begin to exhibit a taboo in the eyes of the Lord. But thank God for Her Majesty, the Queen of England. God bless Her Majesty. She objected to it totally as unbiblical. Middle East will see the rise of the white horse and the black horse. Jocelyn Noah, I can spot you. A green horse will hover over the nation of Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. And that green horse that will hover over Dubai will kill a lot of people. The same green horse, the same green horse that hovered over Dubai, that killed a lot of people, that will kill a lot of people, will equally hover over Europe. Thank you, Jocelyn Noah. Jocelyn Noah is in Dubai, and she said their people are already towing the same line. That green horse is the Islamic fundamentalist. short, precise. Nigerians, they've got 20 years to correct their wrongs from their rights and then prepare themselves for today. See, I had hoped in 1999 at least Obasanjo will fix our electricity, because you know what? Had they fixed that electricity in that country, I was prepared to move back and relocate to Nigeria and start impacting my knowledge, bring up the next generation of Nigerians that will build that country with my own skills and expertise. I was prepared. My wife, yes, and my children, yes. I was prepared to leave them and then perhaps stay more of my time, maybe 6 months over in Nigeria, and then come back, stay another month with them. I've got friends. Alaba Yusuf is one of them. They were unable to fix that electricity because in my industry, the printing and publishing industry, we don't function if there is no electricity. It is an industry that is technologically driven because you want information published just as fast as possible. Nigeria is sick. From 1999 to 2019, they were unable to fix their common electricity. They cannot provide for Nigerians. They never saw today with COVID-19 coming, do they? Do you know how much Nigeria made selling its crude oil? You spent your money, your resources recklessly. With a mono economy such as Nigeria, you're only dependent, you only depend on your crude oil. And from that 1999, guess what? These people thought I am stupid or I am crazy. What? I was not. Then I was, because in my class, on my postgraduate diploma that I did in graphic and color reproduction, we had many people all over the world who were on that course at the same London College of Printing. 1 year full time. There was a friend of mine, an Egyptian, and I think there was another one from Malaysia. The Egyptian went back. He went back because he said he's going to set up his own printing and publishing business in Egypt. Egypt was a tourist destination. They need to print flyers, brochures, everything. There was no internet, so everything had to be done in printed form. Since 1999, I was advocating for a stable electricity. I was advocating they should look into other areas such as tourism. Nigeria is blessed. I said rather than people filtering, going through to the West Indies or the Caribbeans, it's only 6 hours direct from London to either Lagos or to wherever they want to go into. Security. I was particularly interested in tourism, and I believe that should have been an area that at least Nigerians will make a lot of money, because there will be need to build hotels, if there's a need to build hotels, architects, construction companies such as Costain West Africa, Nova Coke Builders, Bogies, name all of them. Architects will eat because architects will have to design those hotels. Building, civil engineering will be engaged because they'll need civil engineers, they'll need technicians, they'll need bricklayers, they'll need all those people on their side. The catering industry, that mama selling amala and all, they will all benefit. The transport industry will benefit because there will be need for people to be transported either from Germany or from London or from America or from Greece or from Italy down to Nigeria. When they land, they'll need taxis everywhere to take them to their hotel. See, they've engaged those industries. Then other industries will then kick in because, you see, when they build hotels, those hotels, they need to equip those hotels with catering equipment. And that's where you get companies in the Western world trying to get into the same market, to sell all their catering equipment. Companies from Sweden, companies from London, from Kent, from Germany, all competing. Perfect economy. Those people will fly in, they will spend their money that will boost the economy of the nation. But they were not even looking at that. And people think I am stupid or I am screwed up. No, I am not. They've got 20 years. They never prepared for today. And today, COVID-19 is now exposing Nigeria's dirty linen. And it is not me. Look, it is exposed already. It is exposed already. They shouldn't say, I'm adding to the problems of Nigeria. No, I am not adding to the problems of Nigeria. Nigeria created that problem for itself. Your leaders created that problem. And you want me to keep quiet? No, I won't keep quiet. I'm going to tilt the camera round. And I'm going to play you this tape. This is the first tape I'm going to play you. Okay? I'm going to tilt it round.
Good morning, everybody. Truly, I'm very, 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 very upset. And as a matter of fact, I feel like crying. What kind of country is this? What is it? You said people should stay at home. We all understand that this coronavirus is killing and it's everywhere. But what kind of a country is this, for God's sake? Why is it that nothing? Why is it that something cannot work in this country? There's no light. People are sitting at home. Some people bought perishable yesterday and tried to stock their houses for them to stay. And everywhere is generator sound. We are doing everything humanly possible within our reach to encourage people to sit at home, tell them the danger of this. And for God's sake, give light. Government, give us light. Give light. 20 naira now come out for inside fuel. Okay, 125 naira, fine. How many people can afford it? I might be able to afford it to an extent. But how long is this going to last? How long? Some people, it was everything they had in their life that they use in stock in their house for 2 weeks. Some people, they need to step out of their comfort zone for them to get food to eat. We're not thinking, what kind of a country is this? What kind of a country is this? What is it? For God's sake, in these 2 weeks, if it is only natural that you can just give these lights, leave it. Let people be able to sit in their house. The small children, let them be able to watch television at least. Leave lights now. Leave lights. In some areas, the landlord that must be the person pumping water, and they choose the time. Now that people cannot go out, now that we are encouraging people to sit at home, federal government, do your part. Give us light. Anybody, I don't know how to do some things, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Because if I am ashamed, then that's my bad. Anybody that knows the right authority to tag, do me these people, tag them as you see this video. Start tagging. What is it now? Generator sound money till night. What? For the past few days, I know how much I spent buying fuel. What is it? What about the people that cannot afford to buy? Should they kill themselves? What is it? If people are sitting at home, let them have the common amenities, the basics, lights. Let there be lights. Let there be lights. Let there be lights. What is it? What is it? What kind of country is this? Waiting. Who will offend rich like this now, for crying out loud? You want the hospitals to be functional? They need lights. They need lights. You want people to sit at home? They need lights to preserve the small things that they have in their houses. For people not to go mad. We understand. We do understand. But we need lights. I am going mad. What is it? All through yesterday, generator sound. What? Organic one. If the generator back up, who you say make it come repair them when everybody did their house? Come on. Come on. NEPA, be waiting that they call them electricity, whatever your names are. I don't care. Give us light. For God's sake. For heaven's sake, give us light. Let everybody be able to sit in their homes, please. This is sickening. This is crazy. Yes, I can afford to eat. We play. We try to make ourselves happy. Government, do your parts now, please. Do your parts. They don't want people on the streets. They don't even have food to eat. They don't even have a shelter over their heads. Sharing formula of everything is a problem. Everything is a problem in Nigeria. In this time that people are sitting in their houses, yes, you gave rights and priorities to certain areas that is understood. But come on, let people have light, for God's sake. Let people have it. Is that breaking? Is killing? This is not nice again. This is not nice. It's not a joke.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's bring it back in. Can you see that? Let me just clear this off from the screen because I'll be loading another one very shortly. See, I felt extremely emotional, and again, behind here, because you were watching it, I was close to tears. I was close to tears. See, a lot of people don't know. I think it was in one of my, I published it. Some disgruntled elements out there who are enemies of progress. That's the way I'll describe them. They're enemies of progress, who assumed Babangida paid me so much money for meeting him, and at the same time exposing the evils in that nation. In the process of fighting the authorities, the Nigerian authority, I stepped on many toes. I used to be a good friend of our former High Commissioner to the UK, Dr. Tafida, Dalhatu Tafida, very close. And a lot of people knew I was very close to Tafida. Tafida, if the three of us that are poisonous in the UK talk to him, myself, Mike Abiola, and Femi Okutubo, when we begin to bash him, Tafida listened with our different media. You see, in 2010, I confronted IBB because this same light that this woman is crying about today, guys, I confronted Ibrahim Babangida at a press conference in his house. Let me see if I can find the picture from my library collections. I'm coming because I have proofs. Let me see. IBB at 70. Let me see if I can get that picture here. Can that picture be here? No, I think it was actually. Let me see. It is the press conference that I want, not this party. Guys, please give me 1 minute. I'm not going to, so that you guys can see things yourself. Okay, not that one. Yes, it is here. I found it. And I'm going to tilt this camera around. I found the press conference, my pictures from that press conference. Right. I'm going to tilt the camera back again, okay? And then we will talk about this. Now, this was the press conference. You can see that. This was that press conference in Babangida's mansion in Minna. And obviously you can see Babangida. That man is very smart. I have copyrights. I'm the only one that's got at least the last picture of him. You can see him. He was taking notes. Look at. You can see. He writes with green pen. You can see that. You can see that. And as he tackled each and every one, each question, you can see he's crossed it out. Can you see that? You can see that. And here, let me go in there, and I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. That was him again. See, that was him. Big press conference, and that was Colonel Bello. He's a chief of staff. Yeah, this is Bello. This is my friend, Bello. See? Now, at this press conference, it was organized by the National Union of Journalists in Niger State. And what then happened was that at that same press conference, because I was working on Babangida's 70th birthday, and I was looking at what he's done right and what he's done wrong, his regrets whilst he was in power. You can see all the Meiji dictaphones at the table. You can see them. Mine was somewhere there too. Right? So I was looking into that at this press conference. Guys, look, people, Nigerian journalists, they were, let me put it that way, they were asking IBB some silly questions. The same question that they've been asking him for many years, but they were not asking him to account for his office when he was in office. Now, this guy, Bello, that you are looking at here, his chief of staff, was particularly angry. Let me get another picture of Bello and IBB together. Yeah. Bello was particularly angry that the Nigerian journalists were not asking IBB and provoking him to talk. But because before that meeting, IBB called me from that part of his mansion that Bello and Mohammed Babangida earmarked that I can come in because of the constant electricity there to actually get my production done. So they gave me a very small place there, which was not too far away from the, well, directly opposite the conference center, the conference room in IBB's mansion. And next to that happens to be Bello's office, his chief of staff. Now, they were not asking him. So the moment I raised my hand, let me see if I can, I don't think I have the picture of that guy. Okay, let me go into here. Let me go here. Yeah, this was, yeah. Now, here, let me blow this out. You can obviously see IBB there. And you can obviously see me just next. Because he was the one that actually called me. I was the one taking the picture, and then he then instructed one of his security men to take over the camera so that I can be included. And that was when he asked me to come in between him. And that was when I got there. Now, this was Bello. And these were all the press guys that came. That is his CSO, Alhaji Yaya, IBB's chief security officer. Look at all the journalists. Let me try and see if I can find the chairman of the Niger State Union of Journalists. Yeah, that's him here. That is him here. I was not part and parcel of them. But then and again, when I raised my hand, come and see the silly questions that these people were asking IBB. Will IBB marry another wife? IBB marry another wife? And IBB was just, you know, finishing them one by one. The moment I raised my hand, because I was not part and parcel of the member of the Niger State Union of Journalists. Their president looked at IBB, looked at Bello to see if I can ask my question. IBB and Bello they nod their head at the same time. That give him a chance. And that was when my small hand, guys, I dipped that small hand into Babangida's mouth at the press conference. At this press conference. This press conference. This was when IBB was taking my question after I threw my bombshell. It took IBB 30 minutes to complete just one question that had too many things embedded inside it. Just one punch I threw. One punch. And the punch was that how come his administration was successful in Nigeria, considering the mere fact that a barrel of crude oil, when he was in power, was $10. The max he sold your crude was $11 per barrel. But yet, there was liquid development in that country. What has he done right that subsequent administrations that came after him were unable to light up Nigeria? Simple. And that was when IBB exploded. That was when he exploded. And that was when IBB then said, yes, Frank, you were right. And I'll be frank with you. I was frank, and he was frank with me too. And then he ignited everything. That I was right. The maximum he's ever sold the Nigerian crude oil was $11 per barrel. He reminded everyone that he single-handedly built a new federal capital territory with the same $10 and $11 per barrel. He made it known that he constructed the longest bridge over water in Africa, and that project, if any administration should take that on now, that project will sink Nigeria economically. He attributed that if he was lucky enough, the rate at which they were selling the Nigerian crude oil, the alternative was to build a nuclear power station. And the money that's already been wasted in the previous administrations, especially between the year 1999 and 2007, was enough to build at least 4 nuclear power stations all over Nigeria to power Nigeria. Go on. The next minute. All these guys, you see. All these guys you see here, because they were the combination of many media houses. The Punch, everyone, all of them here that you see, all of them that you are looking at here, didn't call their individual editors in their different publishing houses to say, Babangida said Obasanjo wasted Nigeria's resources. That rough battle between Obasanjo and IBB, when Obasanjo then labeled IBB the next day of his birthday to say he was a fool at 70. I ignited it. I ignited it, but I was never arrested. Guys, that was what I have been fighting for, that a lot of people don't know. And then some disgruntled elements who are fucked up upstairs in their brains. Not messed up, fucked up in their brain, will then tell me that they know where I go to. Tafida was one of them, to our High Commissioner. It got to a situation whereby I could not take that molestation in public anytime. There was a press conference at the High Commission, and when I'm around, then the next thing, oh, Mr. Bello, we know exactly where you go. When you go to Nigeria, he said, you don't know, do you think we don't know, we don't monitor you? We know when you leave Lagos and when you arrive Mina. I said, so they monitor me, that I go up there. that was when it got so bad that I had to say, look, it seems the stigma of IBB. I spoke, yeah, and he said, when next Tafida messes you up in public, tell Tafida, Baba, yeah, IBB said I should tell Tafida that Tafida was one of those that normally come to the same hilltop mansion to prostrate for him so that he can join the PDP. I have been fighting for this. This light thing, electricity, light up Nigeria. Light up Nigeria. Electricity is the backbone of any nation. For any industry to thrive, they need electricity. See, that's why it's good to keep record, guys. That is why it is good to keep record. Now, let me take you through another one before let me take you through this. Okay? Oh dear. Okay, it's opening up in Photoshop. I don't want it in Photoshop, but I want it. Let me leave that up. I'm going to tilt the camera and I'm going to open up this again for you. And then we're going to go through this for you to see the problem, the fraud in that country. I'm going to do this again. Okay? Let me do this. Yeah. Yeah. You can see this. I'll explain what is contained in this. Now, you can see the PDP flag here. Now, you can see this. You can see Yinka Ebidoni for Senate, Ogun Central, 2011. You can see that. Now, you see this man. That is him. That is my friend, Yinka Ebidoni. Yinka Ebidoni used to live in England, and you can see that happens to be his constituency office in Ibara, Abeokuta, at the time. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you this story. Yinka Ebidoni is physically challenged. You can see that. He's completely blind. He's a blind man. But he's a very smart. Before he went blind, here in England, he was a computer programmer and analyst. Yeah, he writes loads of code. He knows, look, he knows everything about computing, even in his head. That was my friend, Yinka Ebidoni. I'm bringing his story, and you can see that. Senate, Yinka Ebidoni for Senate, Ogun Central, 2011. And that was his campaign secretariat. And that was him there. Now, I'm going to go into the next picture for you. Now, that was still the same. Now, let's go into this. Okay, yeah, that's him. That is Yinka Ebidoni there. That's him. Okay, that's him. That's my friend, Yinka Ebidoni. You can see he's a blind man. See? And here, I was on my way to Mina for the first time. And this was Dr. Bisi Abiola, one of Abiola's wife, who facilitated my initial contact with IBB. So when I arrived in Nigeria, Yinka Ebidoni wanted to go with me because I was a novice that time. And because, as at that time, let me tell you, in 1999, this same blind man called Yinka Ebidoni should have broken the Nigerian political record by becoming the very first physically challenged, handicapped man into the Nigerian Senate. He's been nursing that ambition since 1999. And I was one of those people that actually coordinated Yinka Ibiduni's campaign even from London. Okay? Now, Dr. Bisi Abiola had to come over to meet me in Abeokuta because just immediately I arrived Nigeria, I went straight to Abeokuta to Yinka Ibiduni because at this particular moment, because in 1999, they told him emphatically to step down for Iyabo Obasanjo. They told that, my friend. And because they told him to step down for Iyabo Obasanjo for Ogun Central, so in 2007, he was compensated as a commissioner under Gbenga Daniel, as commissioner for disability commissioner in Ogun State. They compensated him with that. Now, look at this picture. Look at this picture. Would you believe whose constituency office is that? This is Iyabo Obasanjo's constituency office in the year 2010. Iyabo Obasanjo's constituency office. This was where Iyabo Obasanjo conducted. And do you really believe that Iyabo Obasanjo will come in here? Look, this was that guy who wanted to compete for the chairmanship, the chairman of Abeokuta North local government. This was Iyabo Obasanjo's constituency office in Abeokuta. You see that? As opposed, you see, the senator, the sitting senator, as opposed to my friend's, you can see this is Yinka Ibiduni's constituency office. He was not a senator. Look, that was myself and Dr. Bisi Abiola. This was Yinka Ibiduni's constituency office. That was the woman leader in their constituency at the time. And guess what? There was this constituency meeting, and see, Nigerians are messed up. When this meeting came up, let me tilt the camera. At that meeting, these guys were asking, after Yinka Ibiduni fed all of them, they were asking for money. A man who's got a better idea and better program for them, educated them the way politics is run here, that's exactly what he wants to bring to them. They were not interested in that. They were interested in their stomach. You see, they were interested in their stomach. And that is now going to lead me into this one. Let me tilt the camera again so that you guys can see the next one. Yeah, that is going to take us into this next one here. Look at this. That's going to take us into this one. No light, no food. Look at them. They did not realize that today will come. That in 2020, something called COVID-19 will knock them all down, lock them all up.
There's no food for us.
No food, you see?
There's nothing they provide for us. People, they say 14 days, and 14 days is not a day. And there's no money, there's no food. Yeah, I'm listening, sir. Yes, sir. I'm listening clearly.
There's nothing we can do right now.
Okay?
Are you saying that the government should release everybody so that the virus will keep spreading?
No, I never said so. I never said so. They said a social distance.
It is a precautionary measure.
Yes, you are right by that. But we are telling you from now to 2 days, we will come out to protest. If they do not send any money or food for us, we will protest. We will protest. We will protest. We are given 2 days for our protection. We will protest. We will protest in 2 days' time. Yes. Yes, I know what you said. Yes. Yes. Yes.
I'm working on my own.
Your message, and we want you to deliver our message too, that in 2 days time we are going to protest. We can't stay indoor for hunger. In 2 days we will protest. We've had you, we will have you. We've had you, we will protest in 2 days time. Today, we are giving them today. They did not pay us any money. They did not give us food. Our children are there, they say we should stay indoor. For what reason? Tomorrow we are going to protest. Our children are hungry, and you say we should stay indoor. Why will you say we should stay indoor? For what reason? You didn't give us money, you didn't pay us anything, and you want us to stay indoor. Tomorrow, but they provide food for them. But they provide food for them. They provide food for them. They provide food for them. Sir, they provide food for them. They provide food for them. Did they provide food for these people? We will not gather again. We will not gather again. But on tomorrow, we will protest tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will protest tomorrow. Yes, we've heard what you said. Sir, you've delivered your message, and we've heard you. We've heard you. Tomorrow we will protest. They want to kill us. They want to imprison us without anything.
Right. Guys.
Outside the throw stone. Go meet him, mama. Go meet.
That.
Throw stone from outside.
That
to
is
inside house.
Nigeria. That is Nigeria. Let me just get that out. That is Nigeria. These guys, they never saw today coming last year. They never saw COVID-19 coming in 1999. They never saw it in 2003 that in a twin year, 2020, down the line, they will be begging. They never saw it coming. Some of us who are smart, you and I saw it. We preached against the bad governance. We preached against the corruption. We preached against all the multifarious activities that bedeviled that country for decades. But they never listened. Now, COVID-19 is now exposing the shit hell out of them. It's an expensive shit, and it is exposing them. If you want to ring in, perhaps to contribute to this. We've got a lot to say. The number to call is 020-8180-0433. And this is only available when I am online because it is a voice over internet protocol. It's not, see, I've had this line for a very, very long time when technology was just emerging. If I go anywhere in the world, that number goes with me. They are all attached to my individual phone. So long as I have a broadband connections, I can call anywhere in the world. It is a voice over internet protocol. You might not be able to get through to me after the show. 020-8180-0433. Now, perhaps you want to relax a little bit because I want to play you again another tape. But before we do that, let's talk about that clip. Social distancing. The government, they've not provided any means, financial inducement, no electricity, no food. The last show, you saw exactly what the Lagos state government was distributing out. A family of 11 given just one cup of rice. They were lucky. That is what they've exposed themselves to. COVID-19 has exposed them to the rubbish, and it's an expensive shit. We've got our first caller. Could this be okay, let's see. Hello caller, good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening, sir. It's from Bello.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Where are you? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Patrick. I'm from Italy. I'm calling from Jakarta.
From where?
From
Okay, your line is cracking up, and maybe it's going to get, maybe the signal will improve as we go on. Yeah, maybe you want to move your location.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better now. Yes, carry on. What have you got for us?
Okay. I said my name is Patrick. I'm calling from Jakarta, Indonesia.
Oh, Jakarta in Indonesia. Guys, you see that? Yes. What have you got for us, Chukwemeka?
Well, sir, I really appreciate your effort and all the things you do, and exposing these people in Nigeria, these so-called rulers. I don't call them leaders, I call them rulers. Secondly, I appreciate what you talked about last time about the ginger and garlic and honey and lemon. It's really working, and I've been introduced to a lot of people as much as I can.
Thank you.
Then that's then. Another thing is that in Nigeria, I believe true journalism died when Babangida killed Bello. That is when true journalism died in Nigeria. People don't speak up anymore. People don't say the truth anymore. People they all believe in the propaganda and lies and this. And even Femi Panikayode, sometimes I think that guy is typically supporting the prayer of Buhari nearby that in the Nassau Rock. Okay? The last time the man made the so-called president made a broadcast, immediately Femi Panikayode wrote on his wall that he's happy that the president have been able to address the people as if begging the president to speak to people, which is mandated that the president must talk to people. And he was like, he advised the president to talk to correct his words and about COVID-19, not to one line. He was just saying a lot of things. So, what I'm saying in that sense is that I want you to keep exposing them. Keep exposing them. Okay, we are hearing you all over the world. I have been following you for a very long time.
Oh, thank you.
I really appreciate what you are doing and your love for the people and for everybody.
Thank you.
So, and I'm happy that last night you were making a broadcast that a lot of things are going to happen in this place. And Biafra is going to go. The big nation also go. So, we are waiting. I believe that God is going to see us through. Okay, this is not the time for the pastors, super pastors, to keep praying. It's not time to pray. It's now to take action. Can you imagine Nigeria doesn't have like electricity for every ordinary Cotonou have light.
Yes.
Ordinary Cotonou, Republic
Yeah.
have light. Togo have light.
Yeah.
Ghana have light. Nigeria have no light. The so-called end of Africa. Sometimes I can't tell. I don't tell people I'm from Nigeria. In fact, here in Indonesia, we're having some kind of little problem with business. As long as you identify yourself as a Nigerian, they will tag you as a criminal because you bear that Nigerian, what do I call it? What you say, You understand?
Yeah.
So you can imagine your work and my work, and also my leader. Everything is working as planned. I believe God is going to see us through this time. I really thank you, sir, and I appreciate the work. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Chukwemeka. Thank you for the call. Yeah, guys, that was our first caller from Jakarta, Chukwemeka, who called in. So that is an evidence to tell you that this broadcast is aired, it's been viewed, it's been seen by a lot of people all over the world, and they know it is the truth, and that's why they cannot challenge everything that I have to say and what we have to discuss in this platform, because it is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Nobody can dispute the fact. Those bloody twats, those vagabonds, the rogues, they know themselves the truth, but they are hiding themselves in shame, but they cannot say it. It is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. COVID-19 is exposing them. See, the woman that we watched the first clip. Here's another caller. I think this one is from Germany. Yes. Hello, caller. This is a German number. Please, who are you and where are you calling from? Hello? Okay, that call is gone. Maybe the caller will ring back. See, they don't know. Look, 1999, I have been fighting for them to light up Nigeria throughout Musa Yar'Adua's period. I think I have evidence in some of my publications. Please light up Nigeria. Yeah, this is the caller again. Yes, hello caller. Good morning. You're welcome to the show. You're live on live stream. You're live. Carry on. Where are you calling from and what's your name?
Hello. Good morning.
Morning. Yeah. Who are you and where are you calling from?
My name is Uchenna. I'm calling from Glasgow.
From Glasgow. Uchenna. Yes. This is 44. Yes. Carry on, Uchenna. The floor is yours.
I want to thank you.
Yeah, maybe you want to move your location, Uchenna, from where you are. The reception is bad. We're not getting you clearly.
Okay. I thank you for your program. I have been following you before the time you share your Nigerian passport, you know.
Oh yeah, thank you.
For a long time, I didn't see you online. I don't know what goes wrong.
I have been active online. I have been extremely active. Oh, we lost him again, guys. Maybe the reception is bad up in Glasgow. Okay, now let's quickly go into the next clip. Callers, please hold on. Let's quickly go into the next clip because Nigerians are complaining bitterly. And I want to show you what is happening and how other countries are looking after their own citizens. Now, in this one, you will be sorry for that contraption they call Nigeria. Watch this. Okay, it seems they're having problem with the video. Let's go back again. There's a problem with that video. Let's go back. Let's see if we can get it this time. Yeah, it's coming now.
For the donors, our Skilla team is working on the monthly food packs. So we're going to quickly show the food items that we are providing to the families.
The food items they're providing to the families?
5 kgs of rice, 2 kgs of
in Pakistan. Guys, this is Pakistan.
1 kg each, 2 kgs sugar, and 1 pack of red chili and salt as well. And the most important thing that we are providing hand sanitizer and masks to the families.
This is Pakistan, guys.
Alhamdulillah, we have distributed 200 plus family packs to the families. Now you can see our Skilla team is working.
Each family, you can see that?
So kindly support us. Donate
this is Pakistan.
So we can feed as many families as possible. Thank you.
Guys.
Hello, sweetie. Welcome.
That was Pakistan. You can see the package that Pakistan is putting together for their own people, as opposed to the expensive shit the government of Nigeria are giving to their people in Lagos. Look, some are not even getting it and they want to lock them down. No light. Some are not getting it. And to make matter worse, let me show you what is happening to make matter worse in Nigeria. I'll show you. Look at this. Look at. Okay, I'm going to pause this, guys, and I'll take this caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Papa.
Oh, this must be Jocelyn.
Yes, Jocelyn.
Yes, Jocelyn Noah. Yes. I knew you would call.
Hello, guys. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, Jocelyn is calling from Dubai. Yes. Yes. You're welcome. Yes, so what have you got for us, Jocelyn?
Mr. Frank. It's so pathetic, you know. Every now and then when I go online and just to read news, I just click through because I'm just tired of seeing those things. Because we are not making any headway.
Yeah, so what have you got for us? What have you got for us? Come on, you must have something for all those who are listening, because you are one of the top and one of the most famous contributors on Mayegun and on my show too. Yes, go on. Nigeria, you are probably on the hot list of the SSS now. So I would advise you go to Nigeria in the next.
I'm a small fly. They won't know me. They won't see me.
Okay. So what have you got for us, Jocelyn? Go on.
Apparently, I just can advise that our people fail to hate you, especially the politicians. But my anger is why they refuse to shut down the port of entry.
You want me,
the thing, because
do you want an answer to that? Do you want me to tell you the truth? Now,
yeah.
the reason they failed to shut down the airspace was because Muhammadu Buhari's children are still in England. And Abba Kyari,
I don't understand.
Abba Kyari himself,
Yes, why?
Abba Kyari himself was out of the country. So the moment those people came back, that was when they then shut down. The next day was the day they shut down the airspace. But then they shut down the airspace not knowing that it will backfire on them.
Yeah, because it's just like you being at the wrong place at the right time, or you've been at the right place at the wrong time. This is what they did. Okay. Yeah. Now, you know that we do not have a system. They know very well we do not have the system in place. If this thing should break up, because we cannot, because of one or two persons, then endanger the life of every other person back home. There are millions and millions of people back home. And you have features, the leaders of tomorrow as well in that country. Okay? It cannot because of few persons and then put the whole nation in a jeopardy. You don't have the system in place. You don't have any security in place. Even if you want to talk in social distancing, let's keep everybody indoors. How do you allow them to go out to buy food, at least? Because this is what other countries are doing. You can only go out to get those essential things you need.
Yeah.
Like you go to the grocery store to buy something.
Or medication.
And when you go to the market, they put a line, like a distance.
Yes.
Between you and the person.
And the next person. Yes. Yes. Social distancing. Yes.
That is what they do. Okay. You don't just shut down the market. Even if you want to shut down the market, you can just get a temporary place, get the security that will just monitor those places. Okay, each locality we have a market for you guys. You can go here and buy. Okay, between 8 to 8, the market will be open. Then you have securities around to monitor the situation of things on the ground. The grocery stores are open. Okay, then you have the pharmacies that are open. You don't just go out because you want to go out. No, you only go out to buy the things you need and come back home. And they should do it in such a way that you don't go far away from your locality, from where you reside. It has to be within. They know very well we do not have this thing in place. They know very well. Then why put the life of people at risk? What is wrong with our politicians for crying out loud? What is wrong with them? Why can't they think far? Why can't they think out of the box?
Jocelyn, there's a lot more I'm going to expose about these guys. It's really bad. It is sad. There's nothing to be proud of, to be honest with you. Nigeria is not a country I am proud of, and that's why I destroyed.
Me neither. I am not proud of that country, Nigeria, honestly, because even though we've got what it takes to make it a great nation, Mr. Frank, but we failed woefully because of some greedy bastards. Because of some really selfish people. We have smart guys, we have smart people in Nigeria. We have doctors, we have physicians, we have inventors, we have loads of them out there. They are not being made use of. They just let them to languish like that.
Can I just one comment is in front of me, and I want you to please follow this. This came from Pastor Ifeadi Omotoyosi. I think he's in Nigeria. He said, can Nigerians really come out of the fight? Can Nigerians really come out to fight for themselves? If they start a protest in the morning, before midday, everyone has gone back to their homes. They will only complain for a while, and the government know. They know that Nigerians don't have the liver to do any protest that can last a fortnight. What are your takes on that?
Actually, what we need to do is, they have instilled this fear in us, and this fear has taken a deep root. You understand? When a plant is deep rooted, it has germinated to an extent that uprooting it is going to be very hard. But the only way we can overcome is by sensitizing each and every one of us. We cannot stop talking, okay? The fear has been there for ages. You cannot get rid of the fear just at the snap of your fingers.
But can we assume, Jocelyn, can we assume at this stage that perhaps COVID-19 will trigger out that fear, and the people will take to the streets for as long as they want?
I hope it will. I hope it will, because the situation of things now will make people just go into the street. Like I said before, because I foresee a situation whereby people will begin to burgle houses, not to steal money, but to get food to eat. Because you see, money you cannot go to the market to buy. The people will be looking out for something to eat. Food, most important.
So they will start breaking into people that they assume they've got food.
It will get to that stage. Trust me, Mr. Frank. It will get to that stage when when nothing is done now, and people are not provided food, they are not given food. Okay, they will boggle. And the rich people should expect it because they've stocked up their house already with a lot of food and nothing. Trust me, they will be boggled. The person will not be able to save any one of them. Because they are pushing people to the wall.
To the extreme.
They are pushing people to the wall. And it's not going to be funny at all. It's not going to be funny. I feel for people back home with their friends. But my heart breaks when I see them lamenting. People living in a fictional building. There is no light. The common bathroom is being used by hundreds of people.
That's right.
I understand. The sanitation is very, very poor. Okay, if these people have the interest of the masses at heart, what they should have done is build some kind of a low cost, they call it low cost building, right? Houses.
Yeah. Typically, the type that Jakonde built in 4 years in Lagos, Amuwodofi, Ikmonri, and all over. Yes.
They make it like how is it called? Make it affordable, you understand?
Yeah.
And also not just make it affordable and then leave it for people to destroy. No. Then you should have like some kind of should I say an agency or a team that goes from time to time to monitor to see those houses. What is the hygiene level like in those places, you understand?
Yeah.
Because you cannot just give people something and then let them handle it.
Jocelyn, no, you are talking. Jocelyn, no, oh, come on. You are talking about hygiene level. You see, you remember the show I put. You're talking about the show about the slum. So those people that live in the slum, where will the government put the hygiene level in those places? Where look at the slum, for instance.
Mr. Frank. Okay, don't plan because the government they allow people to just go anywhere and build without plan. There is no plan. There was never a plan. People just wake up one morning and they start building randomly. In other places, things are not done like that.
Yes.
You understand? That is why it will be a difficult thing to get people from those places to be settled. It will take years to get them settled. Okay. In other places, you have development. You have is it developmental plans or whatever residential plan. Okay?
Yes.
You don't just wake up and start building in the slums and tell people to go there and live in. I live in such places, trust me, because I live with my sister and then when it rains, the water comes up to the room. It's literally, I cannot go to the bathroom to shower. When I want to go to work, I just go to my father's house and take a shower and go to work. It's disgusting, really.
God.
It is disgusting. Even now, I cannot go back myself. I go to see my sister and then I feel comfortable in such areas. Sometimes I say, why these guys even keep living in this kind of a place? This is not a place to raise kids. It's not a place. It's just that God's grace. Children are smart these days. They understand. So no matter where they're growing up from, they learn. They try to be the best they can be in life. But our government needs to do more. They need to do more, really. There is a lot of things. If they really want a good Nigeria, if they don't want Nigeria to break and they want a good Nigeria...
Nigeria is going to break, just me. That country is going to break, I know that.
I know that it's been messed up. It's been messed up because nobody can fix Nigeria anymore at this time. Nobody can fix it. But what we have in hand now, what we have at hand, they need to start... go to local government areas. They have those lists of places. They know where these people they live. They know where they all live. They need to go in, supply them food. Don't just give them a cup of rice, a cup of garri, and say it's okay. It's not enough. There are so many mouths to feed. I was chatting with my friend. She was complaining to my sister. She said there is hunger in the land. And there is no light. She buys the data 2 weeks or 2,000 naira. Within 2 weeks, it's finished. And she can barely read news. She can barely see what is going on. They can only use the data to only chat on WhatsApp or free mode. They cannot read news, expensive news. They cannot get it. It's a sad thing for me to see what is going on, honestly, because God knows they have failed. They failed woefully. And it's a sad thing that we'll be going through such a situation at this time, critical time we have at hand. You can imagine the people that we're going to lose through this
COVID-19.
COVID-19, yes. It is a sad thing. I don't know why we cannot cooperate what other people are doing outside the country. You know, when they travel, they see good life, they see good hospitals, they see good buildings. They go back home, they see potholes, they don't do anything about it. But when there is an allocation share, they steal, they loot, and then store in the foreign account.
Yeah.
And then when a pandemic breaks out, they're giving you peanuts. And you want me to clap for them for giving me 1 billion naira? Come on now, this is my share. They're supposed to do it from the beginning. I don't know if our people can have the mind to go on the street to protest, honestly. Because I said this thing before, somebody was like, are you willing to die? Are you willing to come out and protest? But they forget that for you to get a freedom, people have to die for others to live. I might not be the one to sacrifice myself. Like Nnamdi Kanu might be. He's doing this now. Maybe tomorrow God said, after this, I'm going to take you away. And then he's gone.
That's true.
And anybody cannot do anything about it. There is someone that is destined to go for the freedom of the other people, to be free. There are people meant to do that. But our people are not willing because they feel like, I don't want to lose my life now. I just still want to be around and then enjoy my life. No. But trust me, if they can just take the bull by the horn, like I always say, take the bull by the horn and then go out to mass to protest, it will make a big difference. It will.
Thank you very much, Jocelyn. I'm posting something onto the show now. Let's discuss about this and then we'll talk more on the show. Thank you for calling. That was Jocelyn Noah from Dubai who made a call, and she said people will begin to break into other people's home, especially the rich, not to steal money but to steal food, because there is no food out there. Now guys, I got this particular stuff that you are looking in front of you not quite long, and it is my desire to share this with you. Now you can see that this is the picture of the National Hospital in Abuja for their emergencies. Okay, that is the picture of the National Hospital in Abuja. Now you can see that, and at the bottom here, look at the picture of the EFCC headquarters and the ICPC headquarters. Look, this is the EFCC headquarters in Abuja. You can see that, and to your left here is the EFCC headquarters in Abuja, and to your right is the ICPC headquarters in Abuja. Okay, you can see them clearly. Let me move the camera this way so that you can see them. Now you see those two institutions. So somebody then said, I hope we finally get our priority right at the end of it all. Whether they're going to get it right or not is what I don't know. But look at the National Hospital in Abuja. And by the way, this National Hospital in Abuja was actually constructed by Miriam Babangida. Obasanjo got into power and then changed the name to National Hospital Abuja. Look at the hospital. Look, they've only got 3 ambulances to cater for those people who may need emergency, and you've got a state-of-the-art EFCC headquarters here and ICPC headquarters. And you think it is well with such a nation? My friend, it is not well. It is not well. You can see everything clearly now. Guys, it is not well. It is not well. Anyone that says to you, it is well with Nigeria, that person is not equally well. Anyone that says it is well with Nigeria, that person is not well. Check that person out. Now, we're going to go into this next bit here, okay? Because I wanted to show you this particular one. Yeah, this was where we were before, okay? So I wanted to show you this particular one. I'm going to tilt the camera to the other side. No, not this one. It is not this one. Let me come out of it. It is not. It is definitely not that one. The one I want to show you is this one. It's loading. Yeah. Now, this is the one I want to show you. So I'm going to tilt the camera to the other side, okay? And this is what I want you to watch. This is Nigeria. Look at that.
We are in the era of COVID-19. Yeah. So you wash your hand and stay at home. Stay home. Sleep with your wife. And give your wife COVID-19, COVID-40. But if you come outside, we'll give you COVID-19. I'm telling you. Wow, whatever you do now, wallahi, Jesus Christ will never see you. You stay at home. I don't do.
See, I have a problem with that.
In our beautiful country of Nigeria.
I have a problem with that. Did you hear what I heard from those guys? COVID, bulala. And at the end of it, they said they will beat them, that Jesus Christ will not recognize them. And they've just made a mockery of Jesus Christ, which I find extremely offensive. They can say whatever they want to say, the way they want to beat people. But what if a southerner, that is blasphemy. What if a southerner should replace that with Prophet Muhammad? That Prophet Muhammad will not recognize them by the time they used the COVID bulala to beat whosoever they want to beat. I find it extremely offensive that some people can say such a thing. You know what? As a good Christian, I will leave them for God to give them their own judgment. See, that is the state that stupid, useless nation is today. You remember I've been preaching the timed bomb, that Nigeria was sitting on a timed bomb. I've been preaching this over 2 years. 2 years I've been preaching it online, that that country is sitting on a timed bomb. Are we getting close to that period when that bomb will be ignited? Yes. Yes, we are. Now, let's look at something. Several billionaires are already putting money, they're contributing to help with COVID-19. The latest I got was Mike Adenuga, who's donated 1.5 billion naira. They've collected enough money. That donation that came from Mike Adenuga, guys, that donation indirectly came from Ibrahim Babangida to Nigeria. If you don't know, no. The 1.5 billion naira, that is the highest an individual is equally given. That was a coded message. Mike Adenuga's money is Babangida's money. That came from IDB to Nigeria. You see your national hospital in Abuja. You've seen your EFCC headquarters. You've seen your ICPC headquarters. Do they really see what is coming? If Magu, your EFCC chairman, if anything should happen to him, that is the hospital they will take him to. Look at his office. Look at the state of their hospital. How does that add up? If Her Majesty, the Queen of England, is sick today, God forbid, Her Majesty will be treated in the same NHS hospital that her government created for us. If Prince Charles is equally ill, it's the same. If we look, Williams was delivered at St. Mary's Hospital in Paddington. Her children were equally delivered there. The same NHS they created. That's where they go. See, what most people don't realize is that some of those finest doctors you find in Harley Street, they are NHS. Harley Street or Devonshire Street or any of those posh places that they are in West London, they are all private clinics that they can treat private patients. Your Abakari is one of their clients on Harley Street. But those doctors in Harley Street, they are all NHS consultants and experts. If they cannot deal with it in their private clinic, they transfer it straight to the NHS. They go to the NHS. So imagine if Magu is sick today, Magu will not be treated at the National Hospital in Abuja. They'll fly Magu to England. And you continue to claim you are one Nigeria. There's nothing called one Nigeria. Nothing. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to tilt the camera around again. I'm going to tilt the camera around and you are going to see this again, okay? And then you be the judge. Look at that. Look at how fumigation is done. See, China versus Nigeria. Look at fumigation in the Western. Look at fumigation. China, look. Look at your country. Look, Nigeria. Look. Look. Is that a country? Is that a country? No, is that a country? Is that a country? You see? Is that a country? Look at it. Look. Is that a country? Now, this is another one that I got. Look at that. Look. Look at Nigeria fumigating their streets. Look at Nigeria fumigating their streets. Look. It's a joke, you know. Guys, it's a joke. It's a joke. Big joke. Big joke. Nigeria. Big joke. And then you get this. I'll tilt the camera around again. I'll tilt the camera. And then you get this one. Look at this one. And then you get this fool. Look. Constituency project. You remember him? And you the senator that slapped a woman. Look. Constituency project. Giving out Maltina. You see? This is constituency project. Look at. Constituency project. Guys, constituency project, and you think it is well, and they want me to keep my mouth shut, and you think God will bless those people or curse them or kill them. They will all die. They will die. It is not my prayers for them to survive. They will die. But we will COVID-19 ignite the decapitation of that nation called Nigeria. I wait to say that. The caller can actually ring in on a dedicated number, which is 020. I know who is calling. Yeah, Mr. Ogunribido, you can ring in on 020-8180-0433. That is the line to call. I will not be able to speak to you because it will affect this transmission. Yes, if you want to ring in to contribute, Mr. Ogunribido, please call in. The number is 020-8180-0433. It is in front of your screen there. I'm afraid I'm unable to pin the number down. I don't know what Facebook must have done. Kingsley Uzoma said Barack Obama used to say that Buhari is working. Obama was part of the destruction of Nigeria. That's right. For Ruga colony, Wahhabism, colonialism in Nigeria, he was. He was indeed. And you are absolutely correct. Yes, if you're calling from abroad, the number according to Jocelyn Noise helped us plus 44 208 180 0433 if you're calling from abroad. Right. Will COVID-19 again, will that create that decapitation of Nigeria? Will Nigeria fail to be a state? Listen, Pakistan and Bangladesh was part of India before. Pakistan then got their own independence because they wanted an Islamic nation for themselves. The same thing, Bangladesh. Okay, here we are. Hello, caller. Good morning.
Yes, could you put me across to Frank?
Yes, Mr. Ogurivido.
Your voice is a bit because I'm watching live things. Okay, well done, well done, well done.
Yes. Guys, I've been mentioning that name, Fatai Ogurivido, for you guys over many of my podcasts. That he's one of those that we've worked together with ourselves, and we are very ruthless. So he's live online, and I can't wait to hear what Mr. Ogurivido has got to say. Yeah, fire on. It's all yours.
Thank you, Mr. Frank. Well done. You're actually doing a very good job.
Thank you.
May God continue to bless your rising.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm quite impressed because no matter what, they said little drops of water
makes the ocean. Yes.
So the little contribution you are making, I think people are listening and they are watching, and they can make good sentences out of all the points you'll be making.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I came back from Nigeria last week.
Yeah. I told them. I told my viewers.
Since I came back, I haven't been myself at all. The reason being that
yeah,
the reality on ground in Nigeria is enough to tell us the signal is on for a major anarchy in Nigeria.
Thank you.
I mean, on the face of everybody, you can read hopelessness, rejection, despair, sufferings, hunger, everything that you can think of in an English word. Now, let me just keep that because I don't want to waste your time. Let's come back to the issue of the COVID-19.
Yeah.
As I'm talking to you, somebody spoke to me about 5-10 minutes ago.
Right.
I told him that for the past 3 days, there has been no light in their area.
What part? You see, in Lagos?
In Lagos. Now, as I said in my earlier contribution, in what I wrote, on the face of every individual in Nigeria, you can read complete uncertainty and complete hopelessness. The big question is, can we continue like this in Nigeria?
Big.
A nation of talents who have been building other nations across the world. Go to Japan, go to China, go to Germany, go to America, come to UK, any part of the world, go to France. Africans and particularly Nigerians are building those nations. More than 70% of those talents who are building those nations, where did they go to obtain their knowledge from?
Nigeria.
From
Lagos.
Nigeria.
Southwest. Southeast. Southeast.
From South Nigeria.
Yeah, Southern Nigeria. That's
Mostly Yoruba Yorubas
and Igbos. Yes,
when
you're right.
one is trying to advocate that Nigeria has to break, it is not based on racism or sentiment or anything, but on reality on ground. In the North, they have their culture. The feudalistic system they operate is so embedded in them that they are used to it. They don't care. You can be a multi-millionaire or you can have all the entire resources of a nation. As long as others are coming and they are benefiting through their 3 days square meal, they don't care. And in southern Nigeria, we are made to be more enterprising, to be more foresighted, to have vision. I'm not saying that those ones, it is their system. So the issue of Nigeria is like you are welding together gold, silver, and bronze. And eventually they both go their ways. So let me tell you something, Mr. Bello.
Yes.
I walked through the street of Lagos.
Right.
And I saw the type of transport that are ferrying people from one place to another.
Was this part of your investigation?
Well, it's not the investigation. It's part of day-to-day activities in everyday life in Nigeria.
Right. And did you manage to get onto Okada and Marwa and the rest of it? Because I did.
Let me tell you, I was too scared. The reason being that there is complete disorderliness.
Oh dear.
There is no rule of law in operation. When you even see the security people on the road, you will be inclined to give them, this is not bribe, tips, because you will cry for them. When you see a Nigerian policeman on the bathroom slippers, when you see a Nigerian policeman holding a gun and only having a native cap on, at times you are going along certain areas, you don't even know whether those that you are bumping on are security people, because they are in mufti. Such is just that Nigeria is today. The question is, can we continue like this? A nation that produces people like Bello of this world.
Yes. Yes.
A nation that produces those who are ruling the world economically.
The Emegwalis of this world. The Professor Emafidons here.
You can imagine what we are going through in South Nigeria. When people are saying that we need to structure, let me tell you, the structuring now is completely out of place. Because they will never ever allow it to happen. All I mean is those the feudal lords who are ruling Nigeria. And they are not doing this in isolation. They have people who are actually nurturing them from abroad. Because our life is not lived within Nigeria, our lives are lived outside of Nigeria.
Yeah.
Everyone in Nigeria is not dictated by Nigerians. That's why they are so powerful. And let me tell you something, as I'm talking to you, Nigerians are being killed gradually. They are being completely destroyed gradually.
The Southerners. Are you referring to the Southerners?
I mean.
Yeah.
Through hunger, lack of resources, through lack of you cannot conclude that the issue of electricity failure in Nigeria is conspiracy. It's an action to make sure that they subjugate, they subdue, they completely kill the intention, the visions, the foresight, every plan by itself will grow up. It's complete suppression. It's imperialistic tendencies of these feudal lords that is depressing this. If South is given the opportunity with power, with power for the next 5 years, I can assure you, the economy of South Nigeria will surpass those of many nations in Indian countries.
It will boomerang.
You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So let me tell you, how can people protest? How can people go on mass rally when already hunger has destroyed every soul? When already people don't have enough celebration to move from one place to another. When on daily basis they travel, import all that can destroy the spinal cord of people. When every day all you see is are dust. And you cannot, anywhere you go, you cannot see a good life. If I was in Nigeria, even those you are participating to be well to do in Nigeria, they are begging you for money because they are in serious trouble.
I've been there.
Nigeria.
All the way from the airport. During those days.
You can save it. Let me tell you something. The only money that is being made available in southern Nigeria is the money being paid the civil servants through the state government, as well as the money that are sent by diaspora to their family. That is the only one that is present in southern Nigeria. The real money about every other resource in Nigeria is never present in southern Nigeria. Let me tell you, this is a gradual destruction. A gradual
of the southern Nigeria.
I'm telling you, it's not I'm not being sentimental. It's not racism. I've never. Let me tell you something. I'm a protagonist of a one Nigeria. I always advocate that Nigeria is going to rise up one day. But can I tell you, 60 years of independence, and we are like this. There is no hope in Nigeria. This is reality.
Now, let us.
If Nigerians are thinking that there's going to be a hope, let me tell you, they are just playing on their own future.
Right.
And the future of generations to come, and generations to come are going to cause them that did not rise for their freedom.
Now, I want to, Mr. Ogunribido, I want to take you through another dangerous level. It's a dangerous, and I'm very sure you and I can tread this part successfully because we've gone through dangerous levels in the past, to which you remember. Even if Kolade sees you and I, he will. Kolade will move away and then say, these two Ogbolobos.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Now, I want you to please tell us, now that the whole nation is at a completely decapitated, no, not even crossroad at the moment, decapitated, and
exactly.
Yeah, that is the only adjective I can use to describe that nasty piece of expression. Now, what exactly is what do you think is going through Bola Ahmed Tinubu's head at this crucial moment?
Well, this is an area I don't want to go into.
That's why I said you and I, maybe we can quickly.
This is because people following Tinubu, they are not realistic to themselves. They don't go into history. They don't understand that as we are talking, the food that know that they are ruling Nigeria, they are buying time. Buying time in the sense that they know what they are going to do. So if the way we are now in 2020, in South Nigeria and in Southwest Nigeria, with what we have experienced since 60 years, if a Yoruba person can now have a feeling that he is going to rule Nigeria, it is the best fool of all time. This is reality.
So,
and I can prove that. Now let me tell you, how many Northerners actually go to the mosque that a Yoruba leads as the imam? Because they look at they say we are infidels, that we are not believers. So look at it from that angle. So we know what Jonathan went through when he was the vice president of Nigeria. For almost 7 months, Nigeria didn't have to do that because Jonathan was hospitalized in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And the state that was refusing to act to be inactive.
Oh dear. Oh, I lost Mr. Ogunribido there. Sorry about that, Mr. Ogunribido. I lost him. I think this was a connection problem. I lost Mr. Ogunribido there. Mr. Ogunribido, I lost you, and I knew there was somebody else that was trying to equally call in. I lost you too. Sorry about that. I think the voice over internet protocol had to reboot itself. Mr. Ogunribido, sorry, I lost that connection to you. Like I said, it is this system works over the broadband, and it is a voice over internet protocol, VoIP technology. Now, yeah, if Mr. Ogunribido can, yeah, I think that is him or somebody else. Hello. Hello. Okay, we lost that again too. We lost that again too. All right, maybe. Okay, here we are. Let's take that call. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Yes, caller. Good afternoon. Yeah, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Actually, I'm calling from London.
Oh, Mr. Ogunibido, yes, I got you back. Thanks for calling back. I lost your connection. Yeah, I lost you that time, so I knew you were going to call back.
I think it was the network actually.
Okay, all right. Now, so we were talking about.
I was trying.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
And I said any Nigerian of South extraction that is thinking that 2003 is going to breed a Southern leader. they are the king of fools. It's going to show that those who are rearing the South Nigeria as cows, they're looking at the people behind the closed door, they're laughing them to stone. Because they know where they are going. They are buying time. Let me tell you something. In this country, in this UK, 2014, we had the inkling that the North was going to pull out in 2017 if Jonathan had actually won the election. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yes.
We won the top embassy.
Yes. I knew that. Yes.
When we were trying to carry out please no war in Nigeria campaign in 2014 because the election was coming in 2015.
That's right.
So we were writing. It's a group. We were writing to all the embassies, and this embassy invited us. They are the most seconding embassy.
Yeah.
In this country.
Yeah, and I think I know that embassy that you are talking about. It's one of the.
Okay.
That embassy is one of the most powerful in the world.
In the nation.
No, in the world.
They invited us for a meeting.
Yes.
And during our discussion, when we were trying to put across to them our reservations, our anger, and how they are. The lady who happens to be the minister in charge of Africa in that embassy responded to all our requests.
Yes.
And she was trying to one by one addressing those issues that we raised about corruption, about Boko Haram, about insecurity. So she was just responding and telling us how they have sent pages and pages of corrupt politicians to Jonathan, and he was acting on them. I'm talking of September 2014 now.
September. You see, guys. Ogunibido is mentioning dates and taking us back memory lane. So so carry on, Mr. Ogunibido. They are listening to you.
This is reality.
Yeah.
That I'm talking about. They were actually. We were there just to put all across to them the plight of Nigeria, and they was responding to us. And as she was responding to us, saying about all these problems that we have. She now responded to one by one, and she was talking about insecurity, about corruption, about everything. And as she was responding, giving us the result of what they have gathered for Nigeria, he said, "You guys, why are you bothering yourself about Nigeria? After all, the North is going in 2017. Why bothering yourself?" And we're looking at other faces. Could this be true? So, well, now fast forward. What we got in 2014 was what was to happen in 2017. Kaduna do 6 declaration. So this was we end up simply because Jonathan gave up that post. So the intention there was that if Jonathan used the same incumbency power that he used to suppress Boko Haram, defeating them and them not being able to be driven out of Aso Rock between 2010 and 2015, definitely he could use the same incumbency power to declare himself as winning the election. That was so they were prepared to make sure that if Jonathan eventually declare that himself
as the winner of the election, so they will secede.
There was to be a serious kind of maybe war or something, which they were going to suppress to destroy South for about 2 years, And eventually, within those 2 years, after they might have destroyed South, they now want to declare that the North is now going. So what did we witness in June 6, 2017, when the so-called ROIU said they were giving Igbos, the Igbos 3 months to live the North.
Yes.
So what is happening now? They are buying time because they realize that the South is being weakened every day. So that by the time they are going to overrun us, we are going to be helpless. So the hunger that is happening in South Nigeria now, the problem of putting all the outside Fulanis in Southern Nigeria now is a long-term project. By the time it is going to manifest, let me tell you, the entire South Africa is going to be swallowed. So unless a preparation is made now by think tank people from South Nigeria, and let Igbos and Yoruba, let them put the end what has happened in the past and come under one umbrella of unity. Let me tell you, there is danger inherent in Nigeria. As I'm talking to you, my brother. This is the reality. I'm a nationalist. I love Nigeria. I love people. I love Yoruba. In my advocacy, I've never ever attacked any tribe. When we are talking about reality, let me tell you, we should not allow our patronage of government. We should not allow our selfishness, our self-centeredness to overcloud the reality coming in the next few years in Southern Nigeria. This is the reality. Whether we like it or not, I mean, it's going to happen. So whether we fight now by carrying out mass protest and save ourselves from the slavery, it is going to happen. Whether we postpone it until they overrun us in less than 2 years, it is going to happen. But if Tinubu is thinking that is going to be Nigerian president, I wish him well. If by God's grace is there, definitely I will declare my support. But I can assure you, he is being fooled, and when Tinubu is being fooled, and eventually everything comes to naught, the entire, almost 200 million Yorubas across the world. Remember, Yoruba is not only in Nigeria.
Yes. Now.
The image a Yoruba carries Nigeria is the image the entire Yoruba nation is the entire world carries. Not only the Nigerians of Nigeria is faction, and not Yorubas of Nigeria, but the Yoruba that have been out from the slave trade who have proven. Remember, in Brazil today, Yoruba is the national language.
Yeah.
So you can look, Yoruba we are not an Africa as a nation. So for us now to be misled by a leader, you can know the implication and the magnitude of that disgrace that is going to actually be unleashed on us as Yoruba people. So if it happens, we won't be hit, we will be happy. But the point is, at the end of the day, we are being fooled. And to be so disgraceful that a leader that we reckon with as part of us is being taken this road. Let me remind you, for more than 55 years, Obasanjo was the seat that he was actually among the cabal that was really a nationalistic government. But what happened eventually? All these years, for 55 years, just realized that it was used against some people. And now it's regretting now. So what is going to be fortunate in another 5-6 years when the South Nigeria must have been overrun by all these people who have already executed their plan and they are dodging and helping the fathers of Yoruba land now. All these people are there now. Hiding AK-47 under their beds and riding Okada during the daytime. Time will tell. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Ogunribido. Thank you for the call. I appreciate you. Thank you. And my regard to your wife and the children. Guys, that was Fatai Ogunribido. That was the man I told you who discovered Wasiu Ayinde. He was the first person to write and discover Wasiu Ayinde. So he made Wasiu Ayinde to where he is now. But then, prophet, look at Wasiu. That was the man that first exposed Wasiu Ayinde in Nigeria in those days when he came out, when nobody knew him. You've heard, he just arrived from Nigeria, and you've heard everything that he's got to say. He's an authority. He knows what he's saying. Perhaps that is the only person who understands the angle at which I am coming from, and for me to talk to each and every one of you. You've just heard. Guys, today is Gloria Anthony's birthday. One of our avid viewers, I can see there's been loads of birthday wishes going up in flame there. Okay, guys, because of time difference, I'm going to cut short this podcast, and we're going to do a part 2, because I know most of you want to contribute, but for time's sake, we go on a break and then we come back in the next 2 hours and we will stream live. Get ready. It's going to get worse, I can assure you. So for time's sake, the time now in London is 14:08. That is about 2 minutes past 2 o'clock. So we come back at 5 o'clock London time. Nigeria, London, we are on the same time level now. So we come back 5 o'clock exactly, and then we're going to see we. You will hear we. This is just the beginning. Thank you all for watching this show. If you want to share it, share it. But the second part will be equally bloody. Bloody. Oh, God help them. It will be bloody. Thank you all for tuning in to watch the show. It's been my pleasure to have you as guests and for you to listen to me. And many of you that rang in, Fatai Ogunribido, Jocelyn Noah, Chukwemeka from Jakarta, and Uchena from Glasgow. Thank you all for ringing in to make your own contribution and your appearance on the show. We value you. We love you. Again, Gloria Anthony, happy birthday and many happy returns. Like I say, you must be a very hot woman. I hope your husband is able. And stay cool, everyone. And God bless you. Until 5 o'clock. God bless you. Goodbye.